Hello and thank you for joining me. So today I want to talk about the USA. US has enacted a law right now that is going to affect money laundering. In other words, it's a big step towards curbing money laundering. We know that US is more like a safe haven for those who launder money, the kleptocrats. Those are government officials who steal money from their countries and go to US to clean up the money, like they say. You can easily go into the US with money that is, that is being stolen, and you use it to buy a property, cash. And the money eventually just turns around to become a legit money. So a lot of these things have been going on for years, and of course we know them. People forming shell companies. Shell companies are fake companies that people form, and then through those companies they launder their money. They clean up their fake money. They clean up their stolen money, and make those money legit. So, and how the shell company operates is that you can actually have a shell company and nobody will know that you are the owner of that shell company. So, but right now, USA has enacted a law overriding Donald Trump's veto over that issue, thereby giving, authority to the financial criminal enforcement network to be able to have the identities of those that are forming shell companies. So, if you are forming a shell company right now in the USA or you own one, you are mandated to make your identity known to the financial crime enforcement network, which is going to ensure that they have an identity of the person that owns the company, although it is still not a public knowledge. It means that not everybody will know or have access to the information. But at least someone has it now. The law enforcement has it. And if there's a need to do any investigation, they know who to investigate. Because before, all these things are actually being done without anybody knowing who owns what. And this is very popular not just in the US but also in the Cayman Island and also in Panama. We've heard stories of a lot of big companies like shipping companies that actually cause havoc a lot of times. Moving explosives, moving stolen natural resources and things like that. Those who own those properties, those who own those businesses are never known because they are concealed under shelled companies. And when you go to Panama, for example, and register a business, you can actually run a business from Panama without anybody knowing who you are. And Cayman's Island. And a lot of these things are actually done to evade taxes. Because when you register businesses like that, when you move money like that, it is easy to go unnoticed. And when you are going unnoticed means you also evade tax. You will not pay tax. And so you keep all your money to yourself. But right now, this law that US has enacted is going to, change a lot of things and make people know that, okay, you can be caught. If you are doing this and you have been escaping all this while, well, you can be caught right now because your identity is out there. So people know who to actually talk to. They know who to actually trace their investigation towards. And so this is going to be a very strong message to those who are laundering money, those who are moving money from one country to the other, those politicians that are stealing money. Time's up for you because now you can be caught. It is no longer safe for you to move money to America. It's no longer safe for you to have shell companies in America. It is no longer safe for you to launder money in America and get away with it. You have been doing that before, but right now it is no longer safe. So you have to actually change your ways. Use your money in your country, build things in your country, improve your country, develop your country, and not to be funneling money to the world largest economy. US is rich already, although to a great extent they still run a deficit budget, but that doesn't really matter because they have the backing of the world currency. So it is easy for US to get away with that. So, but people continue to move money, and according to the record, about 800, $1 billion to about $2 trillion is being laundered every year in the US alone. You can imagine how crazy that amount is. Money that is being stolen, money that is being laundered, money that doesn't have any trace. Every year, about 800 billion to $2 trillion is being laundered every year. So you can imagine how much money is being washed down the drain just by a few people who are laundering those money. So imagine if those money are actually put into good use, in different countries, maybe in third world countries, Nigeria, and Ghana, Niger, Ethiopia, all those countries. If those monies are being put into good use by the politicians over there, what do you think will happen? I mean, there's going to be a massive development, infrastructure, science, education, discoveries. There are a lot of things that are going to be happening that are very good, rather than being moving all those money to the U.S. or Panama or Cayman Island, hiding them for generations. People that are still going to make their own money, they are being kept. The monies are being kept for them. We see all these people that are politicians that even after they save all those money, their kids come up. Their kids also make money because they've made way for their kids, so they don't even need that money. So at the end of the day, look at what happened to a lot of presidents that that had that issue. I don't want to name names right now, but we know what happened to Abacha's loot in the U.S. Look at what happened. All the money that is being laundered and hidden in the U.S. But the kids have money already. They have been exposed. They have been put in positions whereby they have access to money, so they don't even need those money. So why do all those when you can actually use it to help your people, improve the lives of your people, the people in your country, and have a better name for yourself and leave a good legacy. So this is a plus, and we applaud the U.S. company or the U.S. Senate for passing that law. But also we hope that they will go ahead and also make those names public. Look at when the Panama paper leaked, and a lot of people saw names of politicians and presidents from different countries that has gone to Panama to set up companies, to hide money, to do businesses and things like that. So we hope that if this one also moves a little bit further, so that we can have the names of those that are setting up shell companies in the U.S. go public. Because if that one happens, my guy, everything is going to change. People are going to run away completely from actually opening shell companies, and people are going to run away completely from laundering money in the U.S. But even with this one happening, the Cayman Island is still there, the Panama is still there, so people can still go to those areas. But at least a lot of these things have limits, and as long as U.S. is doing this now, some of those countries will also start taking cue, because they'll start saying, okay, a lot of these things are happening and they are giving us a bad name, although they don't really care about it. But eventually they might start having that feeling. They might start feeling, okay, our country is being known for money laundering. Our country is being known for something that is not good and is affecting our economy, although they have the money, but it's going to affect them in the long run. So they might also start enacting laws that can prevent all those kind of money laundering, and eventually the world might eventually be a better place. At least there's hope right now. If the US can do this, there's a hope in the horizon that things are going to get better. So we hope that Biden administration does even much more things that has to affect money laundering and bring more about a safe environment for people to do businesses. Trump is a big businessman, and so he does things that are that favor businesses, and which we appreciate, of course. But Biden is not really into business. He's more of a politician, so his ways might be different. I don't know if we should expect more, but I don't think I'm expecting more in terms of good governance or something like that in terms of business from Joe Biden. But we don't know. Let's watch and see, because according to what we've known about him, is more like a globalist. Someone that wants to do with a business with the different countries in the world. He has a good relationship with China, and also Russia is also beckoning on him. So he might just want to do business with everybody and open up the U.S. economy to everybody. So, and if that is being done, it means it's not going to really help the native Americans in their own businesses, And what Trump is actually fighting for, and what Trump has been fighting for in the last 4 years, which is America first, ensuring that businesses are being kept in America, and businesses that have gone out of America are being brought back to America, so that the Americans can have jobs. America first before the whole. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody should cater for their own people, at least first, before you cater for someone else. But Biden is a different person. He has a globalist agenda, globalist idea, and he might be cool with sending out jobs to China, sending out jobs to Japan, sending out jobs to India. But people are going to like him for that. Those countries are going to like him for that because they improve their own economy. But the Native Americans, the Americans themselves, are going to suffer from it because businesses will be leaving and the economy is going to be affected deeply. But let's see. Let's watch and see. And that's what I have to say. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next one.